8:32 now. For American tourists in Greece, the Mediterranean beaches in Crete beckon. But for one local woman, a tiny Cretan village was her destination. Her goal? Connecting with the locals and teaching them English. Joining us is Christie Lund, our Global Volunteer of the Month, to tell us about a project that is very near to her heart. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Wonderful, thank you.
Well, let's talk about, now you've taken a couple of trips. Now, last summer you were in Greece and you were teaching the children conversational English.
Right.
And why is that important, the kids learn that type of English?
Well, I think the reality is, in our world, English is the dominating language. It's the language that will get people ahead, and students do learn English in school. And then
here's a boy at a blackboard. And so this is just in a day's work, maybe. You would work with them and help them with their letters. And
exactly. And they'd had a few years of English already, so they came with some, but it's the conversation piece that is critical.
So it gives them a little better job prospects in the future. All right, now, you also did, stuff that was fun for the kids.
Sure.
I mean, learning the English is important, but also things like arts and crafts projects. And here there's a picture of you. And tell us what you're doing teaching this young girl.
Yeah, here I'm teaching my students how to make a friendship bracelet. I was thinking back to camp experiences I've had and what can be fun that's also going to bring the language piece in, the conversation that's going on between the students and myself, as well as amongst themselves. And
also teaching them something very American, like baseball.
Exactly.
They were really curious about learning.
Oh, incredibly, and had never done it before. So it was a matter of how to even hold the bat, showing them that.
So you worked on your skills there, throwing the ball and hitting the bat. I know they couldn't learn from me. All right, and also, so that was Greece, and you also took a trip to Peru, and when was that, and tell us about that project.
That was 2 summers ago. That was working as a volunteer in an orphanage, in the largest orphanage in South America.
Okay, and I think it's important to know that because it is such a big orphanage, you said that oftentimes the siblings in this orphanage, they kind of segregate them by age, and they don't see their siblings very often.
Right. Some of these children have been in the orphanage since birth and may not, among the days and the weeks and the years that they're together, have much contact at all with their siblings. It's such a huge facility.
It's hard to believe that, but yeah, it certainly is true. Now, here we see a picture of kids. This is them in an auditorium. Oh, no, there you are. You're there in front of the classroom.
Yes.
And what are you teaching them? Are you just reading from a book?
Just reading from a book. I happen to speak Spanish as well, so it was a book in Spanish, but I could also translate for them in English to kind of give the correlation between the two. And being a teacher myself, it was fun to be in the front of the classroom with a different group of kids.
Okay, and this is fun. Another fun game with kids in the auditorium plays. And this is something my daughter loves to do, Head,
shoulders, knees, and toes. Exactly. So again, you've got the language, you've got the fun. This happened to be a celebration we had with all the kids at the end of the 2-week program.
Why do you think it's important to volunteer, on a global level?
Well, I think it brings someone like myself to the bigger world. It brings the world also back to me that I can then bring into my classroom.
And it's helped you as a teacher here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, and bringing the bigger world into the lives of my kids.
That's a good reason. All right. Well, Christie, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your photographs and your story.
Been a pleasure.
If you're interested in learning more about becoming a global volunteer, it's as easy as this. You can just log on to globalvolunteers.org.